Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. Today, as you can tell, I finally bought a new truck. So I know there was a lot of debate because I asked in the last episode, do you think I should go with the Freightliner Century, which was not a Cascadia, it was a Freightliner Century, the one that Jeff was using, or go with the Kenworth W900. So I checked out the Freightliner Century, and gotta be honest, wasn't a huge fan of it. Really was not digging the model. The interior wasn't the greatest. The outside looked really well. The inside, I wasn't liking the view. Everything was kind of pushed in. It was the same problem that I had with that model in ATS 2, and I just didn't want to deal with it again. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to go with the Freightliner Century, which a lot of you kind of agreed with. You were saying you don't really like the Freightliner Century. I know Jeff uses it. A lot of you were saying that you weren't a huge fan of it. So I looked into it. I wasn't really digging it. So I just decided to go ahead and not use it. So we're in the Kenworth W900. Just bought it. We have 9 miles on it since we bought it. We are currently in Elko, Nevada, which is where I had this shipped because there's a Kenworth dealership in Elko. And what we are hauling today, since we already picked up a run, since I do have a plan to kind of pick up this run, take this down, and I have another run kind of already set up. Hopefully if we can get there in time and fast enough, we can go and pick it up. So we are currently hauling 46,000 pounds of home accessories to Prime, not really sure, Nevada. So it's going to be about a 560-mile journey. Should take us about 14 hours, which is unfortunate because the job that we are currently looking at should expire relatively soon. Oh, also, I can take a ride on red. I was just too busy talking about what I wanted to do. Microphone is currently falling over. Hold on one second. I need to reposition this. Okay. Let's stick in 6, actually, since I had to... Literally, mic turned, or my... in the middle of that turn, I bumped my microphone, and it started to fall over into my lap, which is not good at all. So... yeah, I know I can take a ride on red. I don't know why people don't think I know that already. I've done it in multiple videos. Apparently there was at one point I just didn't do it in a video, and that's what a lot of people were saying. Is that I can turn right on red? Yes, I do know that. But yeah, I still own the Peterbilt, the 579. That is in the garage in San Francisco, I believe. And, I didn't get rid of it, pretty much is the point. So I'm still with the Peterbilt, but I'm currently driving the new Kenworth, which I really like. There was one thing that I didn't like about it, which was there was no gauge indicator, which was fairly annoying. Just because I do like to actually visually see what gear I'm in, even though I can, you know, kind of work it out. There's no gear indicator, and I just wasn't a huge fan of it. And we're gonna have to come to a stop in the way station, which is great. Gotta love this. Instantly on the road, instantly into the way station. Oh, look at that view, though. We're gonna get a great sunset. That's gonna be amazing. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. All right, so it is currently, I don't know if we have a clock in here somewhere. We might, or I could just change it to that. It is about 6 a.m., which is pretty early. Good little open section here. Wrong gear. There we go. All right, so like I said, I like to know what gear I'm in. This truck didn't have a gear indicator on it, so I downloaded a mod, which will be linked in the description. That is a gear indicator for this truck. All it does is takes your cruise one and add a gear indicator to it, which is pretty cool. You know, it doesn't take away from the truck at all. It just makes it so you can also still have your gear indicator, which is nice. So that was one thing I didn't like about this truck, but now that that's fixed, I really like it. I think it's a very nice truck. And one of the things I really like about it is there's this window setting here, which is kind of like off tilted to the right a little bit. And in the Peterbilt, when you do this, you don't really see anything. You just kind of see a different view of your interior. With this truck, it's nice because you can actually see that passenger side mirror, which is pretty cool. We can probably turn our... Oh, what the actual... What? What just happened? Oh, God, I think I know what just happened. We just came up to a dead road, didn't we? Yep, we came up to a dead end. Didn't notice Oh god, we have no damage. How did we manage to get away with no damage? I have no idea. Oh my god, that's what happened. We came up to a dead end, and because I have the no barriers mod, I didn't notice and just collided right with the barrier. How we got no damage on the truck is beyond me. Wow, I was not paying attention. I was too busy looking at the gauges and everything and just trying to... Like I said, this is a new truck. I have not gone on a run with this truck at all. This is brand new. Yeah, I have not taken this thing out, so... Yeah, I'm still learning it, and I was too focused on what I was doing. That's terrible. Oh, man, that's terrible. But yeah, like I was saying, was in the Peterbilt, when you do this view, you don't really get much. You kind of are just in your own little, you know, interior view. You don't really get anything. But with this truck, you get the passenger side mirror, which is actually really nice because I like to be able to watch my trailer. I can't really use track IR. It just doesn't work for my setup currently. It's just kind of all over the place. So I can't really just move my head over there and look, which is what I would like to do. And the only other option is to do this view, which then you lose all view of your gauges and everything. So you can't see what gear you're at, what RPM you're at, if you should shift, all that stuff. So it's nice that I can just kind of do this, get a nice little view of the passenger mirror and be able to watch my trailer and then just be able to keep an eye on all my gauges and everything and then just kind of go back to driving. So I really do like this truck a lot. There's not really much done to it. It has a couple lights on it and stuff like that, and you know, it has the good engine, but it's still a day cab, as you can see. Still a day cab. It's going to be a little bit difficult to back up because I have this big stack right in my way now. I might go ahead and take off that little mesh stack covering that it comes with, just to kind of help me get a little bit more view when it comes to backing up, because when I'm trying to... It's not so hard when I'm just making a turn with a trailer, but when I am backing straight in is when I have the hardest because I can't really see anything with that in the way. So I also took out a couple mods. I tested out a physics mod for a little bit while not recording and didn't really like it. It wasn't really my, I don't know, it just didn't really seem to do much. So I got rid of it. I also took out that truck transport mod just because it wasn't legit with the weight of that trailer. It was very, very light. If they edit it, I'll definitely throw it back in. It's just, it was not the correct weight. It was way off. And then also with the overweight trailer mod, I took that out just because some of those trailers I was having some issues with. They weren't all compatible with every single road. I found that out the hard way while off camera. I was hauling a yacht on a flatbed and going under a freeway sign for ramps and turn-offs and all that stuff. I hit it, and that was a problem because then I was stuck and I had to do some non-legit stuff to be able to finish my run. So I went ahead and took that out. I got rid of the link for the Dodge Charger police car. I can't figure out why it's working. Some people said try downloading it again, maybe it'll work. I don't know. It doesn't work for me. I'm not really sure why, but it's just one of those things, so I'm not too concerned about it. It is what it is. Go ahead and check real quick. How we doing? Doing good? We're not hauling a super heavy trailer today, or a super long trailer. It's pretty heavy. 40-something thousand pounds. 43,000, I believe. Yeah, 43,000 pounds. So it's pretty heavy, but it's not very long. Pretty short trailer. This truck has more horsepower than the Peterbilt. I think this is the 600 horsepower engine compared to the 515 that I had in the Peterbilt. So, yeah, it's just, I just prefer the truck. I really wanted to use the Century, but it just wasn't where I thought it should be in terms of the interior. The interior is a big portion of the mod, and it just wasn't up to par. It wasn't working, so I just didn't want to use it. The outside looked really good. It's one of my favorite trucks, but the mod was just, it needs some interior work. So I decided to use the Kenworth, which I'm very happy about. I also had to take out a $50,000 loan, just because I was getting real tired of just getting so close and not being able to do it. So I did take out a $50,000 loan. We do need to pay back, I think, about $48,000 already. I think we made one payment installation. So yeah, so we're in debt just a little bit, but you know, I had to do it to be able to get the better version of the truck. I didn't want to get out of the the shop with having a truck that had, 300 horsepower. I could barely even haul anything because this load right now would really suck. So eventually, like I said, we might go to the sleeper, stuff like that. I just haven't. I'm not there yet. Really, like I said, I don't really want to. Oh fuck, dude, this is not gonna happen. 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 I knew it wasn't gonna happen. You can't stop a truck that fast. Oh, God, that is so bad. That's really not good. Jesus. Okay, are we gonna be able to? Are we going to be able to drive this thing? Or is it just going to be stuck? I can't seem to get it into a gear. Let me see if it's even... No, it's not even allowing me to put it in... Oh, hold on. That was 15th. Maybe we just lost. Okay. There we go. We have 6th. Alright. Alright, we have our gears. Our gear indicator is gone, though. And we need to visit a service place immediately. Oh, God, dude, that was really bad. That sucked terribly. Let me just check on the map real quick. God, that did not go as planned. Is there a service station in... Not really, no. Okay, is there going to be a service station anywhere on our route? Yeah, when we go through Vegas. I mean, which is almost at our destination. Actually... There's a service station we're going to drive right past before we deliver. Oh, boy. I think we're going to have to deal with the truck. That's a long trip. Oh, God. Okay. Unfortunately, we're going to have to deal with this. There's not much I can do. I know I could teleport to a service center, but I think it's going to put me backwards. I'd really rather not go further back. Especially back to, like, Elko or something. That would be not good. So we're just going to try to drive this thing, like it is. God, that was so bad. I mean, I'm hauling 43,000 pounds, and I was moving at a pretty decent speed. I was doing 60. There's no way I'm going to come to a complete stop in a second. That's just not going to happen. Also, one thing is I have, decreased my brake intensity in the menu because that physics mod made the braking very, very, sensitive, extremely sensitive. Like, I could not brake my truck without just pretty much practically locking them up and, just coming to a complete stop. Like, the thing would stop so quickly, it was unbelievable. So I went in and turned my brake intensity down to try to combat that, and I'm realizing that I didn't turn it back up ever since I took that mod out, because I just took it out. Like, before I started recording, I did everything. Bought this truck, took out some mods, did all that, and I didn't even do a practice run, which is kind of what I typically do. But I just went for it, so... Oop, we're going to pass this guy real quick, since we kind of have a little bit of a run on him. There we go. So yeah, I could not stop my truck for the life of me. So... We're probably going to have to adjust that braking intensity. Really, dude, it's a 70. You're doing like 30 miles an hour. This is bad. That is not the trip with a new truck that I wanted to make at all. That really sucks. I don't think we're also going to be able to get that load that I'm trying to get to. Because the plan was to drive down to Prim or Prime. I'm not really sure which one it is. It might be Prim. But my plan was to drive down there, drop off this trailer, and at that same drop-off point, there would be a pickup for a new trailer that would take me from there to Reading, which was going to be about $20,000 full of, I think it was dynamite, which what it was. So I would like to get that load. It was going to expire in 14 hours, but unfortunately we have like 14 hours to complete the job that we're currently doing. So I don't know if we're going to be able to get down there, especially now that all this has happened. Okay, it appears that we might not have 18th, because I'm trying to get, how about 17th? We have 17th? We have 17th. There we go. Nope. Okay, it does not want to go into 18th. Yeah, see, just nothing. Nothing on 18th. So we got to ride in 17th. That happens. Yeah, that was not the the first trip I really wanted to make in a new truck. That sucked. That was bad. yeah, it was, God, not good. But yeah, so like I was saying, I preferred the Kenworth. A lot of you were saying don't go with the Century, so I really wanted to listen to what you guys were saying. So I didn't really like the Century. You guys didn't want to see me drive the Century, so I just decided let's go ahead and just take out that $50,000 loan, and let's go ahead and jump into the Kenworth, since it's been what we've been working for quite often, and what I've been working for off camera, really. And I was so close. I had $140,000. The truck was going to be about $140,000. I just didn't have money that if anything were to happen afterwards, that I would be able to do anything about it. So, all right, we're going to need to fix something real quick in the settings. Oh, the truck just shut off. Seems like it. All right. That might be 15th. I think this is 12th. Might be 9th here. Pretty sure this is 9th. Yeah, because we should max out at 9th around 30 miles an hour. No, that's 25. Okay. I think we're in 12th. I'm pretty sure we are. There is one thing I'm going to have to change, which I'm going to do that now, since I'm remembering it. Braking intensity. See, I had to turn that thing way down, because it was, like I said, with that physics mod, it was very, very broken. It was very, just, the brakes were the most sensitive things I've ever had to deal with. It was ridiculous. So, that's another reason why I didn't keep the physics mod, is it didn't seem like an improvement to me, really. I'm loving being able to watch my trailer, though, and my gears at the same time. Definitely enjoying this truck a lot. Wish it wasn't messed up, but that was kind of my fault. I totally forgot about that braking intensity. That really sucks. But it's live. It is what it is. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to restart the run. I could simply just go back to the load, load this whole save again right when I had the trailer at the very beginning, start all over, delete all this footage, but, that's what happens. Sometimes you mess up. Sometimes you can't brake, and you end up crashing your truck into railroad track. God, it was not good. Not good. That's right, we don't have 18th. I'm gonna go with 17th here. We're in Nevada, so we can do about 70 if we want to. I don't know. I would like to kind of speed up there. Maybe we could make up some lost time. Still get that trailer. I just don't think we're going to be able to get that load, which really sucked, because that would have been a very nice run all the way from kind of pretty much Vegas all the way up to Redding. That would have been a nice run. That would have been pretty good. Try to take it easy here. We don't need any more damage to the truck than we already have. It's also nice driving a truck that has a nice hood on it. You get to see a hood that goes out pretty far. I'm interested in seeing when they're going to add the Peterbilt version, like an old school Peterbilt, like a, what is it, a 379, I think it is, Peterbilt 379. That'd be nice to see. So, I don't know, it's all about waiting, maybe finding a good modded truck out there somewhere. But it was the same thing with ATS 2. At least now we have some really good default ones to fall back to, which is really nice. That it's not all reliant on modded vehicles. Okay, we're going to downshift a little bit. Try to pick up some speed here. But yeah, so let's do a quick little check. We're 210 miles out. We got 5 hours, 20 minutes pretty much to complete the job, or until we get there. We're going to try to make up some lost time, though. We are going to need to come to a stop coming up. But yeah, so about 200 miles out now. Should get there relatively soon. And then, like I said, hopefully that job will still be there, and we'll be able to take that run, leaving Prim going up to Redding. That'd be really nice if we were able to do that. Okay. Yeah, braking intensity feels a lot better. Might need to come up just a little bit more, because this one is a little bit different than the... I cut that corner pretty close. This one is a little bit different than the Peterbilt. the Peterbilt does seem to have a little bit better brakes than this one, so I might need to turn them up even more, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it, see how it goes. But yeah, so let's finish off this run. Let's try to get down there, sub 200 miles to get there, so we should be relatively quick. Get down there. Hopefully we still have that run. If not, we're gonna have to figure it out when we get there.